Thanks for giving me a second. Welcome.
Harry Bowen.
Welcome to episodes 41 and 42 of Tailor Made, the making of a broadcasting empire.
Oh, and what an empire it is.
It is becoming. Speaking of empires,
yes.
Guess what's occurring upstairs in our bedroom right now?
Well, I hope you're not recording the Star Wars 6 movie series for me, because I won't watch it again.
No, it's Game of Thrones, my HBO series.
Oh, boy!
Yay!
I've been waiting for that for never.
Ever!
No.
I did.
Yeah, good for you. Right on. So I'll be playing video games. Awesome.
I'll watch it tomorrow, like when I get ready for the day or something.
I put the game in the Game of Thrones, aight?
You are not wearing a hat tonight.
Oh!
Oh my God!
He has hair.
Oh my God!
I got rid of the hat. I photoshopped some hair.
Oh, yeah. No, well, he's got to get a haircut and color and stuff too soon, but.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do.
I like the.
I don't.
I call it the business Gandalf.
I didn't marry my dad. Well, not really.
Frickin' hope not.
Not technically.
So, guess what, Meeps? Special surprise for you tonight.
Oh.
This doesn't actually occur, well, ever before.
Oh.
This is never.
Besides the no hat.
Whoa.
Sorry about that.
God, your feet backing me, honey.
Sorry. Besides the no hat thing? No.
I found.
No.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, no.
Never seen before
No,
by
never.
the public eye.
Oh, God.
What year was this? 1982?
I don't know, but that's Kate Taylor with enormous hair.
Damn.
Playing my piano.
If we could only focus on that.
Yeah. Wow.
There you
I
go.
was,
Wow.
like 22, maybe? There?
Yes, and it looks like your hair was provided by John Bon Jovi.
Actually, it was probably Vidal Sassoon at the time.
Oh, yeah? That was all the rage.
Yeah,
back
Paul
then.
Mitchell. He was just getting going really big then.
Back unze day.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah. So we had a dinner party.
Oh, we had fun. Oh, God, did we eat. Oh, my God. I stayed up. I cooked all night last night. I mean, we tried, like I said, oh, well, we didn't do the webisode last night, but we tried to do the webisode in the kitchen. Because I said, well, it'd be good for the Meeps, a different environment besides the studio. And, then I can kill two birds with one stone. I can finish making the food for the dinner party because I insist on cooking everything myself from scratch, right? Only if I'm having a lot of people do I ever cater it or have it, done for me. But other than that, I'll cook everything myself. So, all night long. Plus, I was doing laundry. Plus, we cleaned the house and got everything nice and ready and stuff, right? And so no webisode last night. So we're doing a double tonight. But we tried to do the webisode in the kitchen so I could at least, fry up the eggplant, which I never got to. And I did something I've never done before. I breaded all the eggplant, covered it really well, and then I put it in the fridge overnight because I was exhausted at that point. It took me like 3.5 hours to cut and bread all the eggplant. So there was no way I was going to stay up and fry them. It was like 1:30 by the time I got done just breading them, right? So I covered them and I put them in the fridge. And I'm saying to myself all night and worrying. I'm like, oh, God, I got guests coming. It's not just for us. So if it's no good, it's really going to suck, And never did that before. I woke up this morning, let him come to room temperature, heated up my oil, fried him up, put my gorgeous 5-layer eggplant parmesan together, stuck it in the oven to cook it. Son of a beech nut wrapper. It was the best lasagna. I mean, the best eggplant parm I'd ever made. It turned out fantastic. And I don't know if it was because I did that or not. I don't know how that affected it.
I think probably that had a good...
Maybe the flavor went through overnight or something. It was, even my guests were like raving. I had to give everybody a piece to take home.
Regardless of what it was, the result was that needs to be the process now.
It was good. And it's good, too, because I didn't, usually, you spend all those hours breading them and doing them and frying them, then putting it together and then cooking it in the oven, and then you have to eat it. You're exhausted. You can't even enjoy it. It was much easier to just fry them up, put it together, stick it in the oven, and then have dinner a couple hours later. It was good. So that worked out well too.
Right.
Because it is a long. I only make it like twice a year because it's such a pain in the ass. You know, you get a few big eggplants. You get at least, I don't know, 50 slices out of each that I've got to bread and fry. You know, that's a hell of a lot of slices. I went through 2 giant cans of Italian breadcrumb last night.
Yep.
A whole bottle of oil to fry them up. How many? Like a dozen eggs.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's just incredible. So, but it was good, and I made spaghetti too, because hubby doesn't eat eggplant, so he had spaghetti only. But everybody else had it on the side. And a gorgeous salad in my huge carnival glass bowl, and that was delish too. The salad was good. Fresh bread. Poor hubby got stuck at the store today. I sent him out for the bread and the drinks and stuff beforehand, and I don't know, it was like a mad rush at the grocery store tonight, and it took him an hour or so.
It was a fully expected mad rush, I'd like to add.
Yes, well, I was paranoid when he left the cell phone home, so he couldn't even call me. So I didn't know why he was taking so long.
Well, if anything bad happened, I would have used the cop's cell phone.
Good point. Okay. But, yeah, and then, of course, that was dinner, and sherbet for an intermezzo, you know, clean palate. And we had, so we had the salad and the bread, and the sherbet intermezzo, and then the main course, and then coffee, and we had strawberry cheesecake with fresh strawberries on top. My homemade yellow cake with the anisette glaze that he doesn't like, but my guests like, and Gia just goes banana over because it's all pure sugar and stuff. And what else do we have for just... Oh, ice cream.
Yeah, and the most incredible Sumatra coffee again tonight.
And
Thank you.
Delicious coffee, and yeah.
Many fine cigarettes and cigars.
Single malt whiskey and Canadian beer.
Yeah.
At the party, it was good.
Yeah.
Oh, and the crudité appetizer. I made a crudité.
$700 Scotch single malt. Thank you.
Yes. Yeah. It was strong. It was potent. I had a shot.
Oh no, you know that's nothing. You know, for years, I myself haven't been a big Scotch guy.
No.
But some of my friends back in the old country.
The old country.
Boy, the old country.
You're so funny. Mother country.
You know, even like 21 years old kind of thing, some of my friends are starting to break out Scotch, and I'm like, wow, that's an old man's drink. What are you doing?
Yeah.
But, you know, they would drink Glenfiddich, and Glenfiddich was apparently the best.
Uh-huh. Well, I guess then.
I don't know. This stuff was amazing.
Well, okay, but, you know, memory is fallible, right?
I guess.
Would you compare it to the, like, Johnny Walker Blue Label you had over at our friend's house the other night?
I actually would say that I liked that a little bit more, but that was more money.
Well,
so of course you're going to like that a little bit more.
You get what you pay for. You know, sometimes it's rare that the cheap stuff's better than the good stuff, but it's rare because you tend to get what you pay for.
And really, like, you know, because my friends drank Glenfiddich all the time, and that was supposed to be, you know, the best without going to ridiculous amounts of money.
Right, for the price range, it was the best.
And going to Scotland, you know, that was about the best you could get. But this stuff, it was, you know, even Glenfiddich had that kick. You know, you drink it and it just kind of kicks you in the throat and then keeps kicking all the way down.
That's how I felt tonight because I hadn't had any kind of Scotch or any kind of whiskey for
anything
decades.
Yeah,
I just I'm a red wine girl, and Bailey's I like.
We should get some sometime. But yeah, the pinch. If you're ever in a liquor store, ask them because it won't be out on the shelves. You got to ask for this stuff.
That's what we had tonight. The pinch.
Yeah.
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 Look it up. It's good stuff.
Yeah.
It comes in like a 28 karat gold wire mesh on the bottle. I mean, it's ridiculous. But it was good.
I didn't know the Scots were that big into gold, you know?
But they're not, and I don't think that's is that a Scotch whiskey?
I was assuming.
Because they make that stuff elsewhere, you know, not just Scotland. Like you can get it in America. Johnny Walker makes it. You know, I mean, they're different. I don't know much about that. I'm not a big drinker. A couple times a year party, that's it. I'm not, you know, we don't generally keep the house stocked with alcohol or anything.
Nope.
But, yeah.
Crack is our game.
Yeah. I was going to say they totally got it wrong. Anybody that knows me knows I like downers and not, you know, You know, I'd totally be more of a
by the way,
Huron kind of chick.
I am happy to announce I am actually on the air and under the influence.
I wanted to be drunk for tonight's webisode too, but I have to work tomorrow.
Molson Canadian, baby.
I have another script meeting tomorrow. I have to be.
Yeah, it's going to be a long one.
I better not be. I got to be home to work and stuff. I can't just spend another 4
Whine and
hours.
bitch all you want. It's going to be a long one.
Rule number 1, folks, if you're going to do a real life, based on a true story kind of dealio, God help you when you have to interview the relevant parties, because they can talk and talk and talk, and you got to get. But it's okay. I love to hear stories. Obviously, I'm a storyteller, so I love to hear stories. But it's so funny though when listening to him, how resemblant growing up in my ethnic household, even though they were different ethnicities, the similarities. You know, it's just
Well, to me, it kind of goes back to we're all the same on the inside.
And it's funny because what did he say at dinner tonight?
Actually, yes,
he said we're all the same but different. So it's just like I said, but you know, we're all the same but different. Yeah.
So yeah, it was good.
It was good.
Good.
Yeah, I want more of that sherbet. That was really good. I like the raspberry better than the lemon. I'm not
really. I can't stand the sherbet. To me, it's like welfare ice cream.
No, honey, that's the. No,
it's like we couldn't quite afford a flavor, so here.
No, baby. No, only sherbet, especially lemon or lime, cleanses the palate between courses.
Okay, that's great. It might have a cleaning purpose.
It's got an uber elite purpose, though. It's not, welfare ice cream. Like, ice cream is welfare sherbet.
Wow.
Yes, you have it backwards.
Damn.
They don't serve ice cream between courses at 5-star restaurants. They serve sherbet as an intermezzo. So,
oh.
Yeah.
There you go.
See, he's learning every day.
Oh, and you're forgetting to mention the coup d'etat we had before dinner.
No, I did. I mentioned that I made crudité for an appetizer. So.
Yes. Crudité, look that one up.
Yeah, it's hot. Well, it's any kind of raw vegetables served with a dip as an appetizer, and I made homemade vegetable dip for it as well.
Yet that dip was pretty freaking incredible. It tasted like a meat pate.
It had real celery. It had real peas. It had carrot. What else did it have in it? What else? I believe a little green bean.
Really?
It was like, it's vegetable.
It must have been the seasonings then or something, because, even the dogs.
Oh, yeah.
Afterwards, I gave the dogs some, and they're like, Mom, Mom,
One
Mom.
of our guests brought his 2 dogs. He doesn't go anywhere without his 2 gorgeous dogs. So we put our dogs and cats away for the party. And they were very well behaved. One of them was actually a service dog, so it's not an issue. And they laid beside him at the table the whole night and loved my eggplant. Just went bananas over the eggplant. Didn't like the spaghetti, but they loved the eggplant, so I was happy. If the dogs like it, it must have been good.
Well, it's good that they didn't like spaghetti because they can't handle grains. You shouldn't give them,
What about rice?
Also not a good idea.
Well, that's what they always push for dogs, rice. Especially dogs with bad tummy.
Because they use that in commercial dog foods as filler.
Oh. Whoa. Damn.
Was you pull a Michael Jackson or what?
Almost. It's like crazy weird. Like, I'll have to watch the replay.
Wow.
Because it was like...
We'll slow-mo it.
Yeah, it was like a...
Yeah. Oh, I saw it out of the corner of my eye.
Yeah.
I thought it was your microphone foam going up.
Boy. If I actually had any nose hair, they'd be gone. God. Just went right up my nose. Ow. So, what else?
The Crash Talk episode yesterday, I did everything. Sent it out to the network and posted it up on the website and did all the links and did all the images and everything. Stupid me realized just this afternoon that, I didn't put the link up on the front page. So...
Oh, it's up now?
It's up now.
Well, it was always on the broadcast page, though.
Yeah. But most people, I guess, come to the front page. That's where all the likes and tweets are, so...
Right.
Yeah. There you go. Speaking of the website, been doing some talking recently to a couple of folks, and we're gonna We're gonna screw with it. We're gonna change that up.
Dun dun dun.
Yeah. We're gonna go to the new HTML5 format.
All right, that's right. I walked in on that meeting the other day.
Yeah, and we're going to make it so that always the last 4 or 5 shows that we do, because we're about to launch a new comedy show. We're about to launch a new motivation show. We're about to launch another psychology show. There's a whole bunch of stuff coming, and one of the problems that was discussed was the way that the shows are currently listed on the broadcast page. And so, I said, one of the things that would be really beneficial, I think, is to have something whereby somewhere on the front page we could actually rotate the last 5 shows.
Right.
And as we continue with broadcasts every day, it'll auto update so that you'll always have access to the last 5 shows. And it should boost listenership. It's going to do all kinds of stuff. And then there's a number of other tools that we can use in conjunction with that, with HTML5, that we can integrate to everybody else that we want to simulcast out to. We can automate the process to send it out to the other networks. We can automate the process to send it out to the radio stations. There's just endless, it seems, amount of things that we can do which we can't right now.
Yeah, so. A lot of technology. I'm so tired. A lot of technological research went into how best to do the website. So I know you've made the best choices.
Well,
I haven't vetoed anything yet, so
it's true. And you do know everything. I was sitting here thinking, wait a minute, is there stuff she doesn't know yet?
No, I think I do. I think I do. You went off the camera.
That's right. It's so damn good, I went off the camera.
I gotta say, the first time I ever had that beer, I thought I died and gone to heaven. It is absolutely delicious beer.
I have to be
good. Now, I'm not a beer drinker, and that was amazing. I like Stella Artois. That's my favorite beer. But
and I got to be totally honest here.
Not even Dos Equis. Sorry, Uncle Jonathan.
The Molson Canadian that they brew here.
Yeah.
It's close, but it's not quite as good.
Wait, tell them the irony of all ironies is American beer is imported to Canada, or no, the Canadian beer is made in America, and American beer is made in Canada. Logic? Where did it go in that equation?
No, honey. We can get American beer in Canada, but that's because the American brewery companies...
Yeah, but we looked at the bottles. We had Canadian beer and American beer here at one point for maybe Christmas time.
Yeah.
And we looked at the bottles, and the American beer said, made at blah, 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 Toronto, Canada.
Yeah.
And then we looked at the Canadian beer, and it said, made in blah, 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 Milwaukee. But what? Yeah. I couldn't believe that. It was just those specific 2 beers, weirdly, that we had together at the same time that we bought, that the Canadian one was made in America.
Well, and I don't actually understand it, but I know why it is that way.
Why?
NAFTA. NAFTA.
Ow, don't hurt my mouth.
NAFTA.
Ow.
Good old Ross Perot did that one for us. I don't know why, but it's something to do with the North American Free Trade Agreement. And, yeah, I don't know. You just poke out, shut up. So, yeah, there you go. But it's not quite as good as the Molson Canadian that was made in the USA that I used to drink at home.
Okay.
But the other funny thing is, too, is the Budweiser that you drink in Canada sucks ass.
Oh, yeah, it's nowhere near American Budweiser. That's right.
No, so that's why the Canadians always say, oh, American beer is piss water. Right?
Well,
because our beer is like 7 or 8% alcohol a bottle. Yours is 4.
Yeah.
Well, when you come here and have Budweiser, it's not the same.
No.
No. Completely different. Don't know why they do that, but...
Oh, well. Whatevs.
What can you do?
I can't wait to have a nice, gorgeous hot tub and shower tonight.
Oh yeah, clean that all out for you. It's all filtered through. The water is crystal clear, nice and hot, ready to go.
Bathrooms are gorgeous, clean, and even Gia pitched in and cleaned it this weekend. And
yeah, it blew the crap out of my mind.
I destroyed my kitchen because I made so much stuff in such a short period of time. It's like a bomb went off in the kitchen. Tomorrow, it's my job tomorrow. Getting the kitchen back to snuff.
It won't take long.
No, it's just 80 million. And I got all my fancy dishes out and all my crystal bowls and stuff, so those have to be delicately hand washed and stuff. That does take time.
Yeah, not by the doofus.
No, not by the doofus. Just that carnival salad bowl, the high, that thing is thin. It's delicate.
I've never even seen those before. Those are amazing.
Thank you. Actually, you know what it is? I use it for salad, but it's a trifle bowl. And any cooks out there will know what I'm talking about. A trifle is a layered dessert. And they're made so you can get a nice thick layer of dessert and see through it to see the layers real pretty. So it's called a trifle bowl. But I like it for salad and all kinds of stuff. But you can't put anything hot in it. It's only for cold stuff. So, because the glass is very thin.
Right.
So.
And is it glass or is it crystal?
Oh no, the trifle bowl is glass.
Oh,
but
okay.
What we had the spaghetti out of, that was incredibly heavy. I mean, you picked it up. It's like 20 pounds. Waterford cut crystal. It's like this big, the bowl.
Oh, it was Waterford. Okay.
Oh, God, yeah. That was a wedding gift, I think. Actually. Yeah. Some of my coworkers, when, I got married.
Awesome.
Yeah. What else? Oh, and then my gorgeous pink and white carnival.
Yeah, it's the pink and white set that I was talking about, actually.
Oh, well, I served the dessert on the pink flat one. The cakes and the cheesecakes and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
And we had the ice cream in the bowl one. It's gorgeous. But yeah, those all have to be hand washed and very delicate. And,
cool.
Yeah.
Interesting.
It was so cute. One of the guests asked if you could have a napkin. I said, it's right next to you. You know, I have cloth napkins and the rings and everything. And he was quiet for a second, and then he's like, no, I don't want to use that one. And I was like, okay. You know, I thought he meant like for the meal because we were sitting down. And I said, well, the paper towels are right there in the kitchen by the sink. And then he blew his nose. I was like, oh, well, good thing you didn't use my cloth napkins. That would have been yucky. So that worked out.
At least there's some couth there.
That's
yeah?
right. Well, generally, when you think somebody would just go to the bathroom and like use toilet paper or something. Okay, what else?
We're all the same on the inside, but on the outside, it's a different story, right?
Oh, absolutely.
So there you go.
Yeah. All right. So what else? Because it's 10:33, and I want to go have my hot tub and shower and.
Well, not a whole lot. Tomorrow is going to be a really busy day. You got the big development meeting, and then we've got. I'm probably going to be doing some commercials for another radio program because they're doing a 12-hour broadcast.
Oh, that's a friend of ours that we're doing stuff for him.
And he's doing a 12-hour broadcast for a local charity, so. A whole bunch of people are pitching in.
Yeah.
So I'm probably going to have to mix down a bunch of commercials for that because they've got a bunch of companies that are just going to pitch in and you know, we got to do commercials for them. So
right.
I'll be doing some of that as well as that meeting. And then you got Straight Talk tomorrow night.
Mm-hmm.
And then comedy show, not this Tuesday, next Tuesday?
Next Tuesday.
And then don't forget, this week, Wednesday, Real Talk.
Real Talk.
2 movies, 1 hostess.
That's right. The hostess with the mostess. I'll put that in the intro.
You do that.
Okay.
So yeah, other than that, great day, great night. Going to be a great day tomorrow. I know that. I got all kinds of exciting stuff happening tomorrow. In my end of the spectrum.
Yeah, me too, though. I'm excited to get back to working on film and working on scripts. And
yeah.
It's been at least a solid year of just radio work.
Yep.
And I'm ready to get back into it.
Awesome.
Oh, you might be hearing some big news soon. Well, another one of our companies are getting funded and off the ground.
Oh, yes. Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But why would they care about that? This is HTLA.
True. Well, this isn't HTLA. This is the Taylor's webisodes, Taylor Made. They just happen to be on the HTLA website right now because, you know, that's our website right now.
We've got 50 websites on it.
I know, but this is our main work one, so. Dun 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 dun.
All right, well, I guess without further ado, we should break this off, roll some frickin' credits, and get in the hot tub.
That's right, and we wish you a very happy.
Merry
we
Christmas.
had a great April Fool's episode planned for you too. Should we just tell them, because we're not ever going to do it?
Yeah, you gotta tell them.
So we were going to sit here. We were going to start doing our webisode just like usual, you know, and then we were going to like pick like a political or some kind of news topic and, you know, have a disagreement of an opinion about it, you know, like we do, and our debates and our back and forths were going to kind of escalate into a heated discussion and then escalate further into a passionate disagreement and then escalate further into a physical altercation, you know, and we were going to play it off like utterly real, you know, like it just
gotta beat the wife.
Like it who said you were going to win? Like it just happened like that, you know, and then jump up after and say April Fools, you know. So, but we were so freaking exhausted after the party and stuff. And by the time we get this mixed down and posted, it'll probably be after midnight anyway. April Fools will be over, so that was our original plan if we hadn't been so exhausted. But it was nice because, you know, it's been a long time since we've had a fete here, so it's been good. It was good.
A fete who?
Fete.
What was that, like cheese? What is
Look it up. No, it means like a soiree, like a social gathering.
Oh, right, yes.
So, and Gia was present, obviously, at the party, and she was so good, and she was so helpful. She cleared the correct dishes after each course, and took the correct silverware away. I was very impressed.
Yes, one day she'll make some manner a very proud servant.
Uh-huh.
Mommy's worst nightmare.
Okay.
Gia be working at Morgan Freeman's house. Miss Gia, it's time to clear the second course.
Yeah. Well, I think every girl. Well, we've had. Oh, my mouth is killing me. Sorry. We've had this discussion before on webisodes and even on shows that, you know, girls, like I've had a couple of her girlfriends over here when she's had little parties or she's had little things. Not a single one of them knows how to set a table. They don't even know how to set a table.
Nobody teaches it anymore.
Exactly. Yes. Exactly. So, Gia knows how to set a table. She knows what utensils for what course. She knows where to put them.
She did good with that today, I gotta say.
Yes, she knows where to put them, you know. So, at least something's sticking. So.
Unfortunately, not the important things.
It takes time. The trivial first and then the important things.
And with that, the beating shall commence. So, thank you. On behalf of HTLA, reporting live here for Kate Taylor, I'm Peter Graves. Good night.
Now it's silly. Alright, well, stay tuned tomorrow, Straight Talk, and then after that, episode 43 of Taylor Made. And God only knows what'll happen then.
Well, 43 is a 7, so don't worry about it.
Lucky.
See?
Lucky.
Mm-hmm.
What's Straight Talk's episode? 33. So what's 7 and 6?
Oh, my God. I don't know.
13. 4, it means work. It's just a lot of work for us.
But I thought now with astrology, it only goes to 10. You can't... No, it only goes to 9. You can't screw around with that. You gotta do whatever kind of math you do it is to make it go to a...
Single digit.
Single digit.
You just keep adding and...
So what the hell's a 13?
Alright, let's try this again. Okay. If Straight Talk is episode 33,
Mm-hmm.
that's a 6.
Right.
If Taylor Made is episode 43,
Mm-hmm.
that's a 7. 7 and 6 are...
13.
3 plus 1 is...
4.
There you go. It's a 4.
And a 4 is...
Work.
Weird. Go figure.
Go figure. Yeah. So.
Interesting. Yeah. I was really amazed, actually. A recent event happened in the heat of the moment. Humans being humans happened. And then, like, the next day I find out
exactly at
that
that
exactly
moment.
at that time the moon squared
the moon opposed
Pluto?
Saturn.
Oh.
Saturn is the lesson bringer and the growth precipitator, and the moon is your emotions. Oppositions are difficult and bring conflict and stuff and are separative. And we had a clear separation of opinion at the time. Exactly, like at the moment.
Yeah.
And this morning I got up and I looked at them like, son of a bitch, wouldn't you know it? Right when that was happening, that's exactly when, yeah.
Yeah.
And if I had known ahead of time, and that had begun, I wouldn't have continued the conversation, because I would have known where it was going, because the moon was opposing Saturn at the time, and it just wasn't a good idea to have those kind of conversations. But I didn't know ahead of time because I've been so busy. I didn't check yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't find out until this morning. Like clockwork.
Wow. So strange. It's really strange to me because, forever, I've thought astrology and astrologers were just a big crack of shit. I thought that, they were no different than palm readers and tarot card readers and all this other kind of crap. And it's really weird when you go, 43 and a half years before you even really hear about this stuff from somebody in the know. And then to come into a house where you've got you, who really knows her stuff, and then you've got Grandma, who's like, the Gandalf of astrology. And you guys are saying this stuff, and I'm like, moon square what? Holy trine what? What the crap?
Grand trine, not
Great.
trine.
I've moved into a house of a couple of crazies. Awesome. And for like the first year, I just kind of didn't even listen to you two.
I know he didn't.
You're freaking nuts.
He almost broke up with me once because I wouldn't stop reading his horoscope. That one before we got married. But I was like,
it was just screwed. But then, slowly but surely, I start clicking in. I guess it's because I got used to you guys talking about it all the time. And then, just in regular conversation, I would ask you, well, what the hell does a 7 mean? And okay, it's a 9. So what? And okay,
well, numerology is different from astrology.
The moon is squaring your Uranus. So what?
That's right.
But then, as you give the explanations for what all these things mean and why they occur and how they occur, and more and more, just listening to that, I guess subconsciously, I'm still picking it up. So I start to know these things that are bad juju.
Yeah.
And when you said that today about yesterday and the time and what that actually meant, I was just like,
wow.
Damn.
Yeah.
Weird. But accurate.
I thought it was bullshit almost all my life, too.
Well, and guys like Nostradamus didn't help either.
No, they give it all a bad rep and stuff like that, but...
Do you know he plagiarized most of his writings?
I know, we're finding this stuff now, and, yeah.
And then the astral projections he actually did do and factor out for royalty and stuff were wrong.
Were wrong. He didn't know what he was doing. Yeah.
Right.
Oh, well.
Live and learn.
Live and learn.
Now we just gotta, break down those Mayans. We've only got a couple of months left.
I know, really. Let's get on that. Okay. Well, I'll tell you my theory about the Mayan calendar. For one, they did everything in cycles. And the way they calculated their mathematics and their configurations with constellations and things like that, the way they developed their calendar was cyclical. And their system had a finite number of cycles. It wasn't that the world was ending. Their system had a finite number of cycles based on the way they set it up. And 2012 was the last of the cycles. There was just nothing after that per their system. You know what I mean?
Right.
So everybody reads so much more into it anyway. If it were true and the Mayans didn't see anything past 2012 because there was nothing after 2012, I don't think it's because the world physically ends. I think the world as we know it is about to change, but I don't think it ends. As a matter of fact, I know it doesn't end.
Well, interesting. I heard a political discussion actually this morning between a couple of gentlemen, and they were talking about President Obama and the things that he is and isn't doing for the country, and these idiots that the Republicans are trying to string together to run against him, and how it's all BS. And the one guy was saying, a really funny guy actually, he was saying that he thinks...
Oh, do I know this funny guy?
Yes, you do.
Okay.
And he says he'd actually put money down on the fact that President Obama wants to be that first world leader. He says that we're headed towards a world government. It's actually a lot closer than most people think.
Yeah, I know.
And Obama, with everything he's doing and what he's trying to be, he's positioning himself as a likely candidate for that world leader position.
Yeah, I don't know about that though. I'm saying yes, there is there's always been a trend, especially with the New World Order and the Illuminati and all that other conspiracy theory stuff. That is not bullshit. Where there's smoke, there's fire. Sure, there's a lot of stuff that we don't know, so we fill in the gaps and make shit up. But, you know, the basis of it is true. And there is the military, come on, it's a term. It starts with a C. The military something. Come on. Help me out here.
Counterinsurgents?
No.
Counterattack?
No. They make all the decisions. Really.
Counterintelligence?
Oh, fuck. You're gonna
CIA?
Up, right? All right, anyway. You guys know what I'm talking about. It's their mission to create a world government. And it's going to be like a parliamentary system, but it will be run by a head figure. And there is going to be every nation. It's kind of like what they did in, you know, with the Euro and the European Union and stuff like that. Only it's going to be global, right? I don't think we're anywhere near there yet. I think it's at least another couple decades away. I know we're headed towards it. Obama's not going to be part of it. And it's not going to be a woman. And it's going to be a white guy. And it's likely going to be a Republican white guy. Who's the... I'm just saying, not because...
Speaking as a Republican.
Well, no, that has nothing to do with it, because I voted for Obama, and I vote for the man.
Of course you did, because look at the alternative.
Yes,
Holy
but if I was
crap.
that Republican, like some people idiotically are diehard Democrats, even though what they say is ridiculous, too.
Yeah.
They don't care what the truth is. They just, Democrat or die. That kind of thing. I vote for whoever's best for the job. I don't care what you are. I just am a registered Republican. That's it. But I don't always vote Republican.
Wait a minute.
What?
Ignoring Sarah Palin, pretend she doesn't talk.
Would I have voted for him?
Ignoring John McCain, the guy is a Purple Heart winner. He's been tortured before for this country. I believe, even back at the time when they were looking like total asses, I didn't understand why the Republicans were even voting Obama, because what was wrong with him? Other than the fact that, okay, he's really old, he's had heart problems in the past.
McCain wasn't the issue. If anything happened to McCain because he was really old and had
which is just where I was going.
Palin was going to get into office. That was what killed him. Right. Gia would be better in office. In my opinion. No, you want to talk about limited self-awareness and operating purely based from a backwards, egocentric perspective, and that's Sarah Palin. And I get this from all of the observations I've seen of her, some personal interactivity I had with her 2 years ago. The recent film with Julianne Moore really, really nailed it. There was a reason the Palin camp wanted that shut down, because that was a dead-on accurate portrayal of how that campaign went. And it's scary. It's scary. And Woody Harrelson playing the campaign manager for John McCain, saying, Jesus, if we had known, if we had really done our homework and interviewed her, we would have never,
Yeah.
She knew nothing. She was coached on everything. She didn't even know how to say Biden's last name.
Oh, Biden.
Yeah, I know. It's scary to think this could have been the future president if McCain had gotten elected and then had some kind of issue.
Well, scary,
right.
Sure, but you're putting a human in that position.
But to me also it doesn't really matter, because let's get the facts straight, people. The president does not have absolute power.
No.
The only thing he can do is veto stuff. And if he really, really wanted to put an executive order through for something, if he really, really wanted to, he could. But, the likelihood of that occurring. He's like what we talk about when we talk about royal families now. They're figureheads. They have parliamentary systems that actually make the decisions. They're just the representatives now for their countries and stuff. So we have that figurehead to look up to and that role model and stuff like that.
And as far as foreign policy and diplomacy go, he's the guy we stick out there to shake the hands.
That's right. It's like babies. My job as the CEO of this radio station has less to do with anything other than I'm the person to go to schmooze at the parties, because I'm the right person for that job. And it's less about that kind of qualification. And ultimately, the only other thing he can do, if it came down to it, is push the button.
So this November, vote Kate Taylor.
Yeah. Woohoo!
Imagine that.
No, I don't want that job. You know what? I've always even said, I don't even want to be a queen. Just I'll stay a princess forever because I get all the perks and none of the responsibilities. Perfectly happy. Thank you.
There you go. You heard it here, folks.
That's right.
First, even.
But 10 years from now, come talk to me again. I might have changed my mind. Because what do I always say? Stop rebelling. Here's the reason the Democrats consistently fail. Is because they keep banging their head against that Republican wall. You have to get in there. Change only occurs from the inside. Stop banging your head against the wall. Play the game as long as it takes until you can effect actual change. And then do it. Suck it up. You're not going to get anywhere with saying, well, I'm not going to do that, and they're this, and they're that. Just play the fucking game long enough to get in there. Actually make a difference. That's the only way. Because the rebels, they just, they blow hard for a little while, and then they poof. They don't make any differences. They don't do anything. They just disappear.
Yeah.
So, lasting change, real change, only occurs on the inside. That's it. And as long as they keep fighting each other, and nobody sees that, well, they don't really fight each other in private. Let's get that straight too. That's all for show.
Buddies. They all
That's
make
right.
the same.
They all go out to dinner together. They all baptize each other's kids and do all that stuff. Yeah, it doesn't really matter. It's a small town, just like Hollywood, just like Manhattan social scene, just like anywhere. DC's it's a small town. Yeah, but they all get it. They all know that, and they don't really care too much about affecting lasting change. The people that go there with those ideals, power to the people and all that great stuff, but they only last for so long, and then you don't hear about them anymore.
Right.
They don't stick around. They don't, because you got to play the game. It's a game. Serious consequences nonetheless. The greatest world issues at hand, but it's still a game nonetheless. It's just the stakes are higher. That's all it is. So. And the ones that are the most successful are the ones that play the game best. So.
Yeah.
Yeah. But as far as Obama goes, no one but me would have liked more to see him have actually done the things he said he was going to do.
Yeah.
And our troops are still not home.
You and me both.
And I don't forgive him for that. Sorry. Before the debt, before the housing shit, before any of that stuff, our boys and girls are getting killed over there, and they need to come home. And that should have been the first thing, like he promised. And he didn't do it, so that's it. And once you don't do what you say you're going to do with me, I have no use for you anymore. And that's it. Sorry. Don't go backwards.
Yep.
Onwards and upwards.
Right on. So now, 27 minutes after you said we're out of here.
You had to start talking about politics and stuff.
No, I talked about HTLA and the new website.
And Obama. And the New World Order and world government. What did you think I was going to do? Alright. Well, we love you, Meeps, and hope you had a funny as hell safe April Fool's Day. And, oh man, imagine if we would have done the Kate Taylor for president and then later said April Fool's. Oh, another missed opportunity.
That would have been good too.
That would have been good too. But we're just, too busy for actual pranks, so we're just going to tell you about them. No.
Wouldn't it have been cool if we did this?
Oh, that's so funny. Oh,
that is, actually. I kind of like that.
It is.
Hey, wouldn't it have been swell if...
Maybe next year.
Yeah, we'll get the domain there. Kate Taylor 2016.
Oh, God.
We'll work that.
Well, maybe. No, I don't want to. I don't even want to live in the White House. It's not even my style.
Whatever. I ain't being the first lady.
Yeah, but you can't run because you're not a national.
Okay, you know what?
What?
Ladies and gentlemen, hear me now for all time. All you idiots out there, of which there are many. All the morons in here, of which there are some. I know I can't run for president. I wasn't born here. God! I knew that at 14 in Canada.
I only say that.
Stop!
I only say that because I wish you could.
Well, I'm glad I can.
And then I could be the first lady.
Yeah, but I don't wanna.
Well, that's good.
Even if I could.
Because I don't wanna either.
Because I'd call him O'Biden too. Oh, it's Joey O'Biden.
You're so funny. Go ahead, say the word I love so much. When you do that accent and stuff. Come on.
The magically delicious.
No, not that one, but close. Keep going.
Oh, me magic shillelagh.
That's the one.
Hi.
Oh, I love it.
Might not be big, but it's bumpy.
Not the size of the waves, it's a motion in the ocean.
It's the twirl and swirl.
Okay. Well, until tomorrow, Meeps.
Yes.
Have a great night. We love you.
Yes. Love.
Yeah.
The love boat.
Oh, and I was going to sing All You Need Is Love, see? Well, you're drinking, I'm not. So that's why you went Love Boat and I went Beatles, whatever.
The Beatles, by and large, are depressing. I don't like going Beatles.
Yellow Submarine's not depressing. Sgt. Pepper,
No,
some of those are
Yellow
depressing.
Submarine and Sgt. Pepper is just wrong. That's what LSD and vinyl do together.
No. Sgt. Pepper was a lovely story, the whole entire album.
Number 9.
Okay.
Number 9. Number 9.